What is going on, everybody, and happy Monday to you. Today we are probably going to strike some chords in those feelings because we are going to compare the time-tested, battle and service-proven Glock 19 Gen 5 against the platform everybody loves to hate, the Sig P320 X-Carry. Now keep in mind this is a personal comparison. If we had money to spend on thousands and thousands of rounds, then this comparison on these two platforms would definitely have been more in depth. Now, for the sake of staying in compliance with social media platforms, both pieces of equipment are open and clear. So let's go over the dimensions for the Glock 19 Gen 5 from tip to butt. This is going to be 7.28 inches. The overall width is going to be 1.34 inches, and the overall height is going to be 5.04 inches. Now with the Glock 19 Gen 5, you're going to get a barrel length of 4.02 inches. Moving on to the Sig, tip to butt is going to be 7.4 inches. And the overall width is going to be 1.3 inches. And the overall height without the optics is going to be 5.5 inches. There's a side-to-side comparison between the P320 and the Glock 19 Gen 5. And a little height comparison between the two. Obviously you can see the P320 X-Carry is going to be just a tad higher than the Glock 19 Gen 5. Now, as you can see, the Glock 19 runs like a sewing machine. And the Sig P320 is right up there with it. But, as you're about to find out, my qualms with the Glock isn't in its reliability, nor its history. Even in the hands of somebody who doesn't shoot Glock all the time, it still looks pretty dang good. Then again, so does the 320.
Now, I've said in the past, once you felt one, you felt them all. But if you're a Glock fan, you know that some have stippling on the front and the back strap, some don't. There's also generations with the finger grooves, which are really controversial. Every Glock guy that I've spoken to, they despise the finger grooves. But it definitely does have that Glock feeling on the grip module that I've explained with the Hellcat before. And the beaver tail, the tang on the beaver tail is pretty low. I mean, if you're a Glock fan, you've heard about the Glock bite. Whenever that slide comes back over here, you know, you can get those Glock bites on there. And the Glock design hasn't changed much over the years. You know, you got a bevel slide, you got the front serrations on the slide, and then some different stippling and a new mag release on this one. It's also optics cut, and I despised that for a long time. But you know, the more I handle this thing, the more I come to admire the originality of the Glock, how it holds true to its traditions whenever it first came in the 1980s. And me being a Sig guy, this is my everyday carry. This is what my life depends on. Totally comfortable with it. Yeah, Sig has had their problems in the past, but since they've addressed the issues, I have dropped this several times and nothing happened with it. So me being a Sig guy, I have the 365 XL, I have the 320X carry, I have the X5, I have the P320 AXG Legion, I have the P320 X10. I love Sig. Sig is the way to go for me. And me being a Sig guy, would I carry a Glock? You bet your pink ass I would. The reliability cannot be argued. These are time proven, and man, these things do run. But it's not a big issue to fix the trigger, but coming right out of the box, this trigger is awful. And the best way I can describe this trigger is plushy. even that take up feels like you're stepping in a deep pit of mud with your finger. But you do have a wall there, and then you put in a little bit more pressure, and then you have that break. Whenever you hit that wall, it's not very distinctive because the take up keeps on going back until you have the trigger break. Now compare that to the 320. That take up is very nice. It's very easy. There's no mush there. It's super quick. You do have that wall, and this one does have a little bit of creep on it, but the break is a lot more comfortable for me on the Sig. Now I train with this all the time. This is what I shoot, not this one, but I do shoot Sig in competition, so I am very intimate with this trigger. Now some of y'all might get a Glock right out of the gate and you train with that all the time, and if you train with this all the time and you shoot with it all the time, you are going to be a heck of a lot better than I would be even on my Sig. So absolutely, would I trust my life with the Glock 19 Gen 5? Absolutely. But again, Sig with its ergonomics, the high tang on the beaver tail, that undercut here, it's very comfortable to hold in the hand. I wish the stippling was a little better on the grip module on the 320, but ergonomically this is very, very comfortable to me versus this Glock. Yeah, it's ugly. Yeah, it hasn't changed in going on for 50 years almost, but I would definitely have my life depend on this piece of equipment. So what you do with that information is all on your own, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see any other content, let me know what you want to see. We'll do our damnedest to make it happen. Till then, take care of yourselves. Watch out for each other. It's getting crazy out there.